Here we are then. This is the lockdown one pan man. A few adjustments along the way. This might not look like one pan, but they all fit together. So they count as one pan as far as I'm concerned. That's the name's the name anyway, you know. I call it the one pan man because it's going to be an outside thing with one pan as well. But anyway, what I've got here, some spuds boiling away, little ones like this. Little ones like this. Oh, and I've got this new adaptation here to the operation. Let's just try this. So, video's going. So I can show you. I'm gonna cut this in little marbles with the mod cons, eh? There you go, look, little marbles. All from my garden, I might add. Broccoli in there. There's the stump. If I was in a different mood, I would have cut that stump up into 1,000 little bits and boiled it up with this, but I'm not going to. Not today. I'm going to throw it away. Put the spuds back in there. What I'm going to do is prepare a white sauce. It's not well. People find them quite difficult, white sauce. But beforehand, I'm going to do a little sauce with it. So bear with me. So I'll prep that. That's boiling. Hopefully, it won't be over boiled. I'm going to use oat milk. That's what I'm drinking nowadays. Though I don't drink milk at all, actually, really. But that's for when I make the chai. So, first of all, cut up a little onion from my garden. Nice. And I will give you a tour of my garden at one point. Now, this is normally very unscripted, what I'm doing here. Because I actually don't even know what I'm about to say, because it's unscripted. But although yesterday, I did make a few notes. I looked at them earlier. I couldn't make head nor tail of them. Well, I could, actually. I could make head nor tail of them. Apart from the burst knobby. Didn't quite get that bit. But, it's coming back to me now. Yep, it's coming back to me. Burst knobby. I've been eating a lot of beetroot lately. Boiled beetroot, fantastic. Yeah? That's what I'm having with this, actually. Just remember that you've eaten the beetroot. You might have a shock the next day. Hence the burst knobby. Not that I've got knobbies anyway, but that's my first thought. Oh no, knobbies burst. But I haven't actually got them. Even though my father, God bless you, Dad, you're not dead. I'm just sort of looking up in England. He had knobbies, knobby styles. Why am I talking about that? I don't know. Anyway, leave that. He probably didn't eat enough roughage, you see. He probably didn't eat enough roughage. Now, one thing my diet is, if it's nothing else, it's full of roughage. So, onion in there. One homegrown onion, which I'm proud of. Half the garlic. I always like to put a bit in at the end. Although I do this for flavour, I do it for medicinal properties. Okay, now what was I going to talk about now? Well, this is my first lockdown, me one, and why is that? Well, I nearly didn't do this. I nearly didn't do this video because I'll tell you later on. Anyway, oil. I would have used olive oil for this. I haven't got any, so I can't. So, a bit of cooking oil. A bit of cooking oil. A spoon. shirt. I put the shirt on special to do this, actually. Anyway, yeah. During the lockdown, I've had limited success with the £1 man. Well, not so much the £1 man, the Dr. Hornfix, the counselling side of my thing. As well as selling candles, do pictures, I do a counselling thing. You have to go to the website, drhornfix.com. And it's had limited success. Why is that? Well, one of the reasons I haven't had a decent connection here on my internet to do it. And I've been going up, well, the bar's been closed. Normally where I would upload things, the bar's closed and it's only just opened up. So I am actually going to upload this up the bar because I haven't got a proper enough internet connection here, believe it or not. And one of the reasons it's been limited success is I've been doing outside broadcasts. I've been doing it outside the bar and outside places. It's okay, it works all right. Bit noisy sometimes, the traffic, which is, you know, when people come past, I don't really like it. I mean, it's much better when I get the internet sorted up and me placed there. Right, let's turn this on. Lightly fry the onion. Meanwhile, I'm not going to use all of this, I'm going to use half of this. Back. One of the reasons I'm using this is to put some colour on the plate. Anyway, where was I? Yes, limited success. I've had limited success during the lockdown with the counselling side of my operation. I did have an advertising campaign. Is it a hair? No, it's a reflection. Yeah, it is a hair. Bloody. No, it's be crazy glass. Never mind. I did have an advertising campaign planned just before the lockdown. It would have been perfect in Private Eye magazine. I don't know if you know Private Eye. There you go, Private Eye magazine. I was going to have an advert running in there, and it was all paid for and ready to go. And then the advert was rejected. About 2 days before I was due to come out, which was the 21st of February. So it would have been perfect. Why was it rejected? It was rejected because counselling is like deemed as medical, and so they wouldn't do it. Even though I do a well, like I say, I've always said my counselling service is no substitute for a trained counsellor. So there we go. We've got the onion boiling away in there. This has actually got holes in the bottom. Yeah. Ooh. And the broccoli's in the top. The spuds are in the bottom. So yeah, limited success. So the advert was rejected, and so I took the wind out of my sails a little bit. I've had a few people that stumble across the site, but without advertising, it's difficult. But I've had I'd say limited success, and it shows promise. It shows promise with an advertising campaign, and the people that I've counselled were happy with the service. And what I'm going to share with you now is a few of the things I picked up with the service. And what is the main concern of my clients? Although obviously don't give any names. You can obviously do the crime but not the criminal, as it was, or as it is. And let's check this is. Oh, look at this! I'm going to edit this into the film. I don't usually edit, but I'm going to this time. This is going to be the new format. I don't let it steam up too much. I bet it will. I don't know. It's not too bad. Yeah, what is the main concern of my clients, and what is the sort of thing? It's sheer frustration. It's the sheer frustration of dealing with idiots, I suppose, and they can't actually believe. They can't believe that their exes can behave in the way they behave. And what I tend to do is I tend to remind the people that come here, because to get counselling with me, you've got to go on, do a little bit of study to get to there, to find the £1 man. I don't, because it hasn't been advertised. You've got to be really searching on the subject of narcissistic abuse. You would have to be searching to find me, and the ones that have found me and booked and whatever, they are still very frustrated after leaving the narcissist on how things are. But what I tend to remind the people is, if you've got as far as to find me now, be really honest with yourself and say, are you really honestly surprised? And when they work it all out, they're not actually surprised, because the behaviour that is displayed after you split is exactly the same as the behaviour that was going on, and exactly the reason why you split. It's and they know that, but they try and kid themselves, because they're still in this thing, like the roller coaster. This. Well, it's you have to go to the website and look. I'm not going to give you the big lesson now. But there are various traits of the narcissist that do your head in. That, you know, they actually sort of twist your gourd. Here we go, in with the red peppers. But their behaviour is nothing new. And what I remind these people is, are you really surprised that this is going on? Are you really surprised that it's like this? And when it boils down, when you sort of talk to the people, they actually say, to be honest, no, it's not surprising. And I'm saying, well, okay, well, let's deal with the emotion that you're feeling then. And the emotion you're feeling, really, is not surprise, because the surprise is gone. It's a sense of injustice. That is the pervading emotion that I find with my male clients. I don't do many females. Excuse the pun, but well, it's not even a pun, the phrase, and that's not true either. I shouldn't say that. It's the overpowering sense of injustice. Not so much that you're surprised at what the injustice is about, but what I try and impress on my clients is, if you really think back, how the hell can you really be surprised at the behaviour that's being displayed now? How can you? You can't, because you know that they are a narcissist. A narcissist display certain traits. One of these traits is a complete lack of empathy. They haven't got empathy. They only think of themselves. You will only ever be a second position. You will never be they won't think of you, and once you're out the picture, they're never going to think of you again. Well, unless they're trying to get you back, you know, that's a possibility. They might want to try and drag you back in, which does happen on numerous occasions with narcissists, because at the end of the day, this is what I tell the clients as well, you are a high value product, yeah? The usual, let's have a look at that. There you go. The usual target of a narcissist is what you call a people pleaser, and you know, I would say, to a degree, I'm a people pleaser. I like to see the best in people. I'm not particularly suspicious, and the narcissist will home straight in on that. They will home straight in on that, and they'll see it in you straight away, and they know that they can push you to the extent, right to the extent, so that you don't, so you're living in a crazy world. And one of the reasons the female narcissists get away with it is because we're normal people. If a bloke did it to you, you twat him, you lit him. If a bloke showed you the complete lack of respect you get from a narcissist, and push you and push your buttons and pull your levers, you'd whack them. You'd whack them, you know, you'd send them away or a flea in their ear. And so generally with blokes, you don't get it between blokes. And that's why a woman narcissist is even worse than a bloke. At least with a male's narcissist, you can say, oh, it's a physical bully. But with a female, it's not. It's a mental thing. And this is what I try and impress on the... Right, now I'm going to... I don't know what I'm going to do now, actually. I do know what I'm going to do. Now that's all cooked, as far as I'm concerned. And what I want to do is get rid of the... I haven't thought ahead for this. I want to get the... Thought ahead a little bit. Okay. Turn it down. I'm having a sneaky little look at my... yeah, most clients have been ripped off because they are generally high-value people pleasers. A bloke that is, if you want, got people pleaser syndrome is a soft target for a narcissist. And when I say target, I don't mean that they go out looking for, well, they do, but they just stumble across them. They find that their brand of behaviour, they get more bang for the buck using people pleasers. Because a normal person will tell them to piss off straight away, and you will find that the narcissists, they have been pissed off. A lot of people have pissed them off, or a lot of people have fucked them off. Put it that way. I didn't want to use that word, but I just used it. A lot of people have fucked them off. They've had enough of them. They can't put up with any more. If you're in a long relationship with one, you might feel this. Yeah, that their behaviour is, you want to fuck them off. But sometimes you're in a long behaviour. You've got a lot in. You share a lot of. Right, most of that oil is gone, and it's there. Right, now I've got hot oil in here now. Now I'm going to make what is called in the trade the roux. So this is a bit of flour. There's about, you don't need much, about a spoon really for about a spoon in there. Good spoon, there you go, look. Stir him in. You want to cook the flour a little bit, which is hard to believe, isn't it, cooking flour. So now you cook the flour. Oh, that's it, wife. Where's me? I did forget a bit of pepper, but I haven't. Nope, it's cooking away. Don't want to cook it too much. You want it? Oh. I don't know why I'm rushing really. If I'd done this, I wouldn't rush. All prepped, ready to go. I'm not really rushing. I forgot what I was saying now. Yes, you are a high value target. You were a high value target. Anyone that's a people pleaser is a good target, because most people want to please. They don't want conflict in their life. They want to please. The narcissist sees this in a person, although they love a bit of conflict. Is that a buddy hair? Something going on. Where's my glasses? There was a hair in front of my glasses. Ah, never mind. Anyway, most people don't want conflict in their lives. They want an easy life. But a narcissist to lever you and get, I don't know, I suppose maximum production or maximum effect. Well, or maximum narcissistic energy from you. They get up by pushing people down. And if you want a significant other, you will be pushed down quite a lot. And they know that they can do it quite a lot to most people. But with the people pleaser, they know. And that's why your relationship went on for so long. And you probably knew this. You probably did know this for a long time. But you didn't really want to know it. You really didn't want to know that. You didn't want to know the truth. That you're dealing with a nigh on psychopath. There you go, bit of a yeah, if you want, a psychopath, for want of a better name. Especially someone that would throw everything away just because of their own blinkered stupidity and, well, whatever. And most of my clients are still, if you want, pissed off with the sense of, now here we go, that's cooked enough. A little bit of to start off with, keep it moving. That's the idea with this, you keep it moving. I do like cooking with this stuff. Better than milk. That's how I keep so trim. Now I think that's about cooked now, so I'm going to turn that down, turn that up. So yeah, I mean, yeah, most of my clients, I think that chances are people have got a lot more time to sort of just whiz around the internet and have a look and see what's available. I've had a lot of experience studying the phenomenon of narcissistic personality disorder, and not so much that, but the effects it has with the subject, i.e., me, you know, and now other people. People are finding my service helpful. You know, frank discussions, really, and it's basically because people who've come to the point of seeing me, they've done their research, they know what a narcissist is, they're not completely green, and they just basically want someone to talk to, basically, just to share some of the incredulity is the word, incredulity of the situation. And they still find it difficult to believe. Well, you would do, you see, because I suppose you're not in it all the time. If you was in it every day, you'd find it quite easy to believe. And if you studied it, you'd find it quite easy to believe. But if it's just you on your own, and you haven't studied it a great deal, you would still find it quite difficult to believe what's going on. I had a man come round today to fit a new internet scene. And lo and behold, one of the reasons I can't have it from this man is blah-de-blah-de-blah. I won't tell you, I'll tell you that on another time. I'll tell you exactly on another time what's going on. There we have it. The sauce is done. Now I can turn that off and put that on there. Perfect. That is cooking nicely. I've just got to check the spuds. They should all be cooked, they're like bloody marbles. Let's have a big one. Oh, it ain't dropping off. Spud should drop off. It's not. I'm going to leave it on this for a minute while I talk to you. So look at my notes. I am going to sort this out. This thing. It's going to be a bit more, you know, a bit more, whatever. Most clients have been ripped off, and I've got high value people pleaser. And they should pat themselves on the back. They should pat themselves on the back because they all knew what was going down. They all knew. Whenever you get something go bad concerning the narcissist, you had the suspicion that that could happen or it will happen, but you still went forward and did whatever it was because you had faith. You didn't want to really believe that they would do that. You didn't want to believe it. Yeah, you really didn't. But in the back of your mind, you knew it was going to happen. Whatever it was, you knew it, yeah? And so, and if you are with a narcissist for a long time, your head's not, you don't think straight. It takes a while, it takes a fair while to start thinking straight, to thinking back to how you were pre-narcissist, that's for sure. It takes a lot of work. That's what I'm here for. I help you along this path. You know, and to be honest, one of the reasons I wasn't going to do this video is because the reasons why I can't have the internet here, I won't go into the details, but it involves my ex-narcissist, and I started feeling angry, and then I was thinking, hang on, this is years ago, why am I feeling angry? This is exactly what I told my current. Why are you feeling angry? I shouldn't feel angry. No, I shouldn't feel angry at all. I should think, fuck no, I'm glad I'm here, because the same shit is going on, you know, and this is the result of it, anger. You know, madness and anger. This is the result of psychopath behaviour on a normal person, especially a people pleaser, because you like to please people. Well, don't like to please, but you like to think that people are the same as you. They've got a modicum of self-respect, personal integrity. You'd hope people are like, have got personal integrity. And when you actually discover that they actually haven't, they've got no personal integrity, and nor is the if you want the entourage around them, because how could they if they don't say what they know to be true, because of basically fear of the narcissist, fear of the wrath of the narcissist, then hey, come on, but you know where they're coming from. You know where they're coming from. Anyway, my point being, this is my first lockdown video. Let's show that into the camera that's pointing up, so you can see that. There you go. That is a nice white sauce. I didn't put too much salt. I didn't have any salt yet, actually. I can't remember. I'm going to put a little bit of salt in there, but only a little bit, because the spuds is well salted. A little bit of salt does. It does help things along. So yeah, I do intend to be making a lot more videos soon. When I've got, I want to do the live thing on a Friday. That's what I want to do. Band practice on Friday. I've got band practice on Friday. It'll be a Thursday then, or maybe a Saturday night. I don't know. But yep. Turn that up a little bit now. Anyway, I want to do this live cooking thing, and a few more cameras, a bit of paint around the kitchen. I'm going to serve this up now. You can watch me serve, and then I'm going to turn it off. Thanks for listening to me. Hopefully the next video will be a lot more ordered than this one. I always say that, I know I do, but I think they're getting better. And this one, I'm going to cut this in and say little bits of this and little bits of that as I speak. Well, I might not. I'll have a look at them both later and have a look. And then I'm going to load this up next week. Not next week. I'll probably upload it on Monday, I imagine. Today is Friday. It's 20 something, 19th, I don't know, something like that. Yeah, it's just don't fall off. That can go off. There you go. Look, there's plenty of it actually. It's hard to get the small ones unless you grow them in my garden, and they're tiny. In fact, they're not even worth plucking. Spoon my holes in. A lady friend donated this to me. I don't know whether it was because she wanted to me to continue the £1 man, but it was a nice give, and I'm extremely grateful. And it tends to work. Look at that, plenty of spuds. Do I do the beetroot? Nah, that's not it. Okay, on with the sauce. Oh, bollocks. Hang on. I'll clean that cooker special. Oh, delicious. What I like about this oat milk, it's got a slight sweetness to it. Which with the pepper and the salt is delicious. I'm going to scrape that out. So there you have it. Most of my clients are, if you want, people pleasers. And there's nothing wrong with being a people pleaser. Doesn't mean you please blokes or everyone. It just means that you're a nice person, basically. It just means you're a nice person, and narcissists have taken advantage of you because they've seen it in you. They've seen it in you. Anyway, rock and roll.